you got to do what's good for you. You got to do what you're.
The hard
good
part
at
is
too.
the hard part. Just like with Kev, we were talking about before about why doesn't he do all that stuff? Because he's crushing it. For me, what am I going to sell?
Yeah.
I already sold 40 last year, and I'm already on pace to do that this year.
Yeah.
So what? I sell 45 and I'm miserable, or if I sell 50 and I'm miserable.
Yeah. And that's the thing, for me. It's that breakthrough moment. What's next, right? What does that look like? And so I'm having that 5-year plan of what I want to accomplish. What does it look like? But to your point, I want to do less production. Like that, but it's a crazy mindset when he's like, you're killing it. I'm like, great, I want to do less. Like, excuse me? I'm like, I want to do less and do more focusing on training and coaching.
Because the problem is no one who does more, anyone that ever said that's not the one doing the deals.
No, for sure.
Like when people go, we need to double your business. I'm like, you know how much more work that is?
Yeah.
Or when someone goes, I'm going to go 20 to 40.
Yeah.
Do you know that's 20 more? That's not just 20 more headaches.
Yeah.
You have to talk to 40 or 50 or 60 more people to get that 20.
That's also 5 more cancellations. That's 7 more. Yeah,
that's a million phone calls. It's showing a million houses. It's like, so I think what people realize is that you have to start figuring out how much money you want to make. That's how I always say. How much money you want to make and what do you want to deal with to get to that money?
Right.
Because I don't know. Like, I mean, I always say, like, I want to make $1 million one day, but like, do I have what it takes to make that $1 million?
Or are you going to be happy at the end of the day?
Or even if I get to that $1 million, would I even be happy?
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if I would or not.
No.
You know?
That's funny. I just had a training with my team on this past Friday. I'm like, guys, money's great. But it's great. But it's not everything. I'll tell you
and
right now.
no one gets that until you've been in that position.
Yeah, it's not everything. I'm not a billionaire by any means kind of thing. I do well. I work hard, but it's for me, it's the happiness.
What was the best... What time frame was the most fun you had in real estate? That if like money was an option, when you could go back to?
I still get the fun feeling of getting escrows and getting an escrow. You know what I mean?
No. Every day, but not. I mean, obviously you love doing escrow.
I love coming to my office every day.
Me too. I'm here every. Why I live 3 blocks from here.
Yeah.
I'm here every day.
Yeah. I'm the few agents in my whole office that's every day.
Every day.
That shows up every day. My door's open. The other agents from different teams ask me questions. So
you're saying right now is your favorite moment in your career?
Yeah. I think because I'm the most confident right now.
Yeah.
It's proven. And now people are kind of looking at me like, what's next? You know what I mean? And that's kind of exciting for me. It's kind of a pressure that I welcome.
Got it.
It's like, all right, what's next?
Got it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. But I'm also self-motivated, which is great. But I like to see what's next. Like I want to venture into different things and try it out, and because I know I can do it. It's just putting. Going full throttle and having the right people around me.
Yeah, when I was 29, that was my favorite. I love being 29 in real estate. I had so much fun when I was 29 in real estate.
I think the beginning was fun because being an entrepreneur. That's the first time being an entrepreneur.
And you don't realize you're not dealing with the things you deal with now.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't realize, like HR. Like I never business licensing or payroll or it was like I'm just gonna go sell houses. Yep. I'm young. I had I still don't have kids, but I was young. Like I'd never made this kind of money before.
Yeah.
I had no rules, no girlfriend. It was so much fun, dude. And it was me and like 3 other young dudes.
Yeah.
So it was just like rage.
Awesome. That's awesome. For me, it was the flexibility. I love my team, but having no one to really hold anyone accountable.
Yeah.
I was on my own. I closed a deal, and then me and my wife and my family, we had Disneyland annual passes, so we'd be there almost every other weekend. I mean, so for 3-4 days, no one to report to. Like that was stuff. That's obviously.
Do you do huddle calls in the morning with your team or no? Is that how you do
every Friday?
Oh, okay. When I started coaching, I had a team I would do every morning. I think that's the real reason why I was like, dude, I hate getting up. I hate doing these 7 a.m. calls.
That's hard.
And then everyone would be like, oh, I'm going to prospect today. Like, what are you going to do? I'm going to prospect. All right,
my theory on those morning calls, if your team starts not liking them, you're losing your effect, right?
Yeah.
It's something, if it's every once a week, if they're excited to learn something, then that's when it's more engaging. If it feels like a chore for them, then they're not going to care.
Do you force your team to come in the office?
100%. Oh, no, it depends. If they're newer who need to learn more, 100%. But if someone like, hey, you're doing fine, then you're good to go.
Yeah. See, I if I could build the perfect scenario here, it'd be, do you know what the hype house is?
No.
Oh my gosh. How old are you?
35, 36. How old am I? 37.
Okay,
yeah.
you're fewer. So the Hype House is a house. The Hype House is a house out in LA, and it's literally.
Oh, the Hype House?
Yeah, the Hype House.
Oh, that was like some scientific thing. Your Hype is.
Hype House.
Oh yes, the social media. Yeah.
I want to build a Hype House office.
That's hilarious.
If I could have, that would be the most fun.
Oh, real estate Hype House?
Yes.
I'm in.
Dude, think about think about the things that we can make. And the things that we could grow, and the content we could build, if everyone's on, and because we're already doing deals, like at the end of the day, you're gonna do your deals. I'm gonna do my deals. guys like us, and this is what sucks with new realtors, you don't realize you get to a point where you wake up January 1st, even though you have no idea how you're going to do 30 or 40 deals this year.
It gets done.
You're going to get 30 or 40.
Yeah.
Like January 1st, put it on the board, you're going to do 40. Yeah. Just call it a day.
Yeah.
So could you imagine if you were in the room with high-level people every single day and you guys see the world the same way in marketing, and that was every single day?
Yeah. No, it's awesome. It's
it would be like, oh my God, it would be so epic.
No, I totally agree with that. But the thing is, you get collaborative and you start motivating each other. You
just feed off of people.
100%. Outside the box. That's one thing I tell a lot of agents too. There's no secret sauce in real estate. It's kind of the same thing. You show a home, you sell a home, you list a home, you buy a home. Yeah. That's all the same thing. It's how you're going to be different. That's what sets you apart. Videos.
Well, how do you just get enough people to know who you are?
Yeah,
I mean, like, I always tell everyone, I'm like, dude, I DM'd 2,000 people when I first got into real estate on Facebook.
Yeah.
That's how I got probably my first 5-6 deals. It was literally, it took me a month. I
did.
got blocked 3 times on Facebook.
So that's awesome. What I did is I took almost free listings. I didn't care. I was like, I need open houses. I need people to say that they can trust me listing their home. I took my success story was I found a listing in Summerlin. It was obviously a good area. It was a physician, and I was like, I'll do your listing for a flat fee. It's like $3,000. The home was worth like $1.2. Yeah. $3,000, super cheap. I was like, I'll do everything for you. And I did a phenomenal open house. I got 3 doctors from that and a dentist. They all bought homes with me, kind of thing. But that was something I did. Oh, nice. But that was something I did just to get my foot in the door. So sometimes I believe sometimes you got to give away just to get in the door. And that was my strategy. Like, all right, I just need to get in. I don't care what that looks like. And so honestly, if you said 3,000 too much, I would say that's fine.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to pay me, I'll do it. You know what I mean? But that was my big takeaway was sometimes you just got to just do it, figure it out. And
I think that's the mistake agents make now on commission splits.
Oh yeah.
The second I met with someone the other day, they asked me a commission split, and I'm like, dude, you did 12. You want 85-15. I got to bill my broker 10. You're 5. You're $2,500 a year for me.
Yeah.
That's not worth my money.
Yep.
It's not worth your headache. Do you be in this office?
People are okay when they see it on the contract base, but then when they start getting money in, then they start complaining immediately. It's like, That's
what Ryan Surian says that. He goes, I'm not saying, I've sold some houses for free. He goes, no one knows which ones I sold for free.
No one does.
And no one will ever know.
Yeah.
But I sold certain houses for free, and that hasn't been a mistake in my career that I have, where I've lost deals where I should have taken them for the longer game, and I didn't think about it, and I was just being an idiot, and I thought I got a little cocky, thought I could pull it off, and I didn't.
Yeah.
And I look back now where I'm like, dang, I should have taken that listing. But yeah, I mean, I think people make that. I did my biggest deal ever. I gave him $1,000 at the listing table.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it was an expire, and he goes, you give me $1,000 cash, I'll let you list my house. I walked in on a listing, threw cash on the table,
nice.
And he goes, all right. He goes, if you believe in yourself that much to give me $1,000 straight up, then I don't even need to interview you.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But I hear a lot of coaches now telling, know your worth, know what you're going to, I agree with that. But
in the beginning, you have no worth. You don't even know what you're doing.
That's the thing. So know where you're worth currently in this moment. If you're doing 100 deals a year and there someone's like for free, then obviously it's not worth your time for sure. But if you're new in the game or want to get in that community itself, then know the long-term gain rather than the short-term, because it'll pay you dividends